This is you, scrolling your phone, half smiling at a meme, worrying only about a low battery warning. Now imagine somebody taps your shoulder and drags you backward through time. The buzzing stops, the glow fades, and within seconds the little rectangle in your hand is nothing more than cold glass reflecting a moon you can suddenly see far too clearly. You've landed in a world where darkness isn't an aesthetic, it's a death sentence. The sun is bleeding out behind the horizon. Your breath feels louder than it should, because the air itself is listening. No streetlights, no porch bulbs, no distant highway hum. Only an endless choir of insects and the occasional scream of something big deciding what to eat tonight. Your pupils expand, desperate to drink the last drops of light, but biology betrays you. Human eyes are built for day. Out here, night belongs to something else. A few dozen yards away, a tiny tribe clusters around a fire the size of a modern barbecue. They are your ancestors. Lean, scar-bearing survivors wrapped in hide, every tendon spring-loaded for flight. The flames push back the dark in a trembling bubble. Beyond that is the domain of teeth and silence. Sparks leap upward and die, and everyone watches that brief constellation the way you stare at breaking news, searching for a sign tomorrow will arrive. Listen to their heartbeat. Feel cortisol flood. Every crunch of leaves could be a saber-toothed cat ghosting through the grass. Every sudden gust might mask the wing beats of an owl built to snatch infants from the ground. They know these predators by scars and stories whispered so the children remember that darkness is not empty. Fear is information with the volume turned up. Predators are only the first verse. Step wrong on a loose stone, snap an ankle, and infection follows. Trip into a ravine you never saw and no one will find you until vultures point the way. Even the temperature plots against naked skin. When the fire gutter's low, hypothermia creeps in like a patient assassin. Night is a stack of lethal possibilities, and humans answer with the only weapons they have: community, vigilance, and story. Watch how the tribe arranges itself. Elders toward the center, children pressed between, hunters at the perimeter gripping spears blackened by soot so the points don't betray reflections. One man hums, low and steady, to convince both himself and the darkness that he is larger than he feels. Another traces two glowing eyes and a wide jaw into the dirt. The children gasp. The lesson lands. Fast forward to you again, commuter with a smartwatch counting steps. Why do horror films sell so well? Why does an unexpected blackout raise your pulse, even when you know the breakers just tripped? Because your nervous system is an heirloom, wired on nights like this one. The lion may be gone, but the code for lion avoidance still runs, hijacking calm whenever vision falters. And here's the unsettling truth. The darkness never really left. We only rented it a little space behind glass and LEDs. Cut the power grid, one solar flare, one bad geomagnetic storm, and the old contract is reinstated, inked in adrenaline. Somewhere a twig snaps. Every head around the flames whips toward the sound, spears lifting as one. The night holds its breath, and so do you. Heartbeats conspire in the hush, each tick louder than the last. Seconds stretch until the dark feels solid, pressing in from every side. Then a rabbit bolts, and the tribe exhales, but no one laughs. Relief is rationed. The ledger of terror is always adding columns. Yet dawn will come. It always has, or you wouldn't be here. Now tilt the camera forward in time again, but stop in a near future where a coronal mass ejection has fried every transformer on Earth. Your apartment tower is a hollow silhouette against a star-clogged sky you've never really seen before. Lifts are dead. Water pumps silent. GPS useless. For the first night, you strike matches like prayers, thinking this outage will pass. By the fifth night, you can smell the city rotting. Refrigerators turned mausoleums, pharmacies ransacked, streets patrolled by the hungry. Instinct digs itself out of the digital mulch. You team up with neighbors you barely nodded to in elevators. Suddenly you know their children's names, their allergies, how good they are at staying quiet. Someone remembers the rooftop garden. Somebody else remembers how to start a fire in a steel trash can without filling the stairwell with smoke. Primitive skills that once ranked lower than algebra are upgraded to life or death tabs in your mental browser. You learn again that light is currency. At dusk, everyone gathers candles in a central hallway, backs to the wall, eyes pinned to the darkness like sentries. Conversations shrink to whispers about the same old subjects: food, water, vigilance, and somewhere between sentences, a collective memory surfaces. We have lived this chapter before. The hardware is different, the peril the same. Night has always negotiated from a position of strength. Scientists call this baked-in vigilance, preparedness fear. Evolution calls it a successful beta test. Those who ignored it, who strolled into the dark as though nothing lurked there, were edited out of the gene pool long before written language. That neural wiring still monitors the background of your modern life, pulling alarm bells when vision degrades or silence gets sticky. But fear isn't the headline. Adaptation is. Your ancestors didn't survive by trembling. They survived by innovating. Fire was technology. Storytelling was operating system. Cooperation was the killer app. The glow of a communal blaze became a mobile laboratory where new ideas were forged beside roasted bones. Sharpened stone edges, bitter herbs that soothed infection, lullabies that tricked fretful children into sleep. Against the almost infinite power of night, humans invented culture. The proof beats inside your chest. Every thump is an algorithm perfected by countless forebears who refuse to let darkness own the narrative. When a street lamp dies and your stomach flips, remember, that surge is permission to act. Lock the door, phone a friend, light a candle, tell a story. Fear, properly steered, becomes a compass pointing towards survival. Dawn always looks miraculous after a hard night. As the first slate blue light peels back the sky, the tribe loosens its grip on spears. The rooftop group sighs over tepid instant coffee, and you, back in the glow of your resuscitated phone, scroll past this video. You might murmur, interesting, and swipe to the next clip. But somewhere deeper, a voice logs another data point. Knowledge is light. Share it. So if this tale sparked a flicker of ancient wisdom in you, don't let it die. Pass the flame. Tap, subscribe, hit like, and keep the fire burning. Because night is patient, but so are we. And we've had a few 100,000 years to practice watching the shadows together.